Get stuck in, lads. Come on. Come on.
We're back. We're doing this again. What is up, Bootin Boots faithful? We are back for game week 2. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and it's rivalry week. Derby day, whatever you want to call it. We're playing the Imports, a team that has been in the league basically as long as we have, since 2017. So players have a lot of memories, a lot of tensions, possibly vengeance on their mind. It's going to be a big day. But first, you're probably wondering two things. Eli, how'd your thumb get so cut up right there? Well, I actually bowled a 191 yesterday, pretty good score for me. And second, how often do you wash your Boots jersey? Is it a day in, day out thing? I actually haven't washed it since last week. I usually try to go 2 game weeks before washing it. Is that weird? Is that normal?
I've been trying to wash it more recently, but I'd say on average probably like once every 2 to 3 weeks. This is clean though today.
Unfortunately, that's why I'm wearing this right now. I did not wash it. You can see it still has some dirt on it from last game, but I'm gonna throw it on at the last minute before the game.
Every week, after the game.
Well, because I happen to live with the founder, I have unlimited Boots kits, so they usually pile up. Dirty laundry piles up probably once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Let us know in the comments how long you normally go before washing your jersey. It is 9:15. Game starts at 11:15 today. We got the late game, so a couple of hours before game time. Let's see if Max is up.
It is not 72 degrees out there. It is flipping hot.
Yeah?
Hot bananas out there. Dude, you're not gonna tell me we're like running real low?
We're almost out.
We got a good amount though. We're good. I feel like when it comes to game day breakfasts, I like to keep it simple. Some toast, some jam. Like in college, were you like one to load up and play with eggs and bacon and all that stuff, or did you have like a?
No, I do a little cereal.
Yeah.
Little cereal.
Easy.
Maybe a bagel.
Yep.
When you're on the road with the hotel breakfasts, it was sometimes a little muffin. The usual hotel continental breakfast, if you will. You think you play better or worse in the heat?
I think worse. I think when I was younger, good, but I think I need to wear like a sun hat out. I'm wearing my sun hat to the game.
Nice.
I'm wearing my sun hat.
You can match Jack, who had the straw hat last game.
Are you worried about this heat?
Am I worried about the heat? Let the camera just pan in slowly. Let me ask you if I look worried about the heat. Yeah, I'm pretty worried about the heat. I'm gonna play a little chess in the morning. Stay sharp, keep the brain quick before the big game.
Here's the thing you don't know about Eli. He hardly does his laundry, so there's a very good chance that the reason this is hung up here is because it needs to dry still from like a week ago. Sweat. We're talking sweat.
Got everything once again. Sunscreen, the jersey, gonna pack that. Shinnies, cleats, the Red Sox. Even remembered my contacts today. Look at me.
I'm the captain now.
Getting a ride today from a guest player, new member of Boots, who we'll meet in a sec.
Needed extra bodies for the game today, so naturally I tapped into the extensive Wesleyan network and resources here in Chicago, and was able to bring in our boy Andres Marks. Andres, say what up.
A big body. What's
Big.
good,
We needed a boy. We asked him if he could play, and yeah, Andres obliged. We also have Eli in the back. Eli, where are you at? There you are. Would you say this game has you as hyped as like, I don't know, like a big 3 game against like Williams, for example?
I honestly think more so.
Yeah.
Just because it's Saturday morning with the lads.
Exactly.
And in the Tri-City. There's no better place than that.
It's hard to beat, playing on Chicago turf.
Yep.
Playing in front of your city, your backdrop.
Oh, this is it right here. You can get over.
Oh shit.
No, you're good. You're good. got the boys rolling up though. Hey, Katie rolling up last. We're back. We're doing this again.
Riley almost killed someone.
Almost killed somebody on a Wednesday night men's league game. I mean,
Look at him. Look at this menace. Look at this menace.
you can see in the whites of his eyes.
Kyle, I played soccer at Denison. I joined the Boots 2 years ago now. Sean invited me out. It was an indoor league. And yeah, I've been going strong ever since. Won a couple championships. Championship and a half, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're still on the rise, though. Still a lot to come.
And any thoughts on the imports? Any memories from the rivalry?
So I've actually never played them since I joined. So we haven't played them in like 2 years. But Sean, when I joined, said it was our biggest rival.
There's a very physical team. They definitely will get chippy at some point, especially considering we have no subs today. But yeah, it's just going to be a physical game today.
We're talking about the imports, the rivalry today. Derby Day, memories, thoughts?
Absolutely. We hate the imports. Our fans have yet to understand the rivalry. It's been years in the making, but looking forward to taking them down today, going to 2-0, easy money. We're ready to go, so looking forward to it.
I recall we started playing these guys 9v9 indoor in the bubble. A lot of British guys, a lot of banter with Pete. I remember like Pete versus their center backs usually is like a rugby battle. I think when he hears the accent, he goes right back into into rugby mode. I would call it like a more friendly rivalry. It doesn't get you chippy toward usually, but there's a good level of aggression involved.
Okay.
It's always a good game. They got good players. They're very well organized.
Get stuck in, lads. Come on.
We go, boys. Need everyone in it.
Let's take a look at the lineup for today's game against the Imports. We will be lining in our 4-3-3 formation, starting with Jack in the back. Our back line comprised of Sean, Carl, Eli, and Riley, Max, Kyle, and Andres in the center, and Paul, Peter, and Derek up top. No substitutes, but hey, that's no problem because we're sponsored by Corcoran's, Angry Orchards, Cheapies, and East Prairie. The footage from today's game was brought to you by Anesh, who is an avid Bootin Boots fan. In this moment, Derek Rammer swung by just to give her a little, hey, good job. Thank you for the shots. As we open up the first half, we get a glimpse of what was a reoccurring instance where they shot it, whether it's deflected or not, and Jack Hakovich makes an incredible save. Otherwise, there were some bright spots here and there. Here's a nice one for your boy Max, who made a darting run down the middle of the field through 1, 2, 3 players before he then gets the ball back at his feet, does a little spinorama through another player, keeps going, passes it on, shows up because that's what he does, gets the ball back, whoop, passes it on, and almost go for a full finish, but instead we did a little sneaky through ball that unfortunately didn't make it. Would this highlight have been in the game if I wasn't the one putting it together? Probably not. Here's the first goal for the Imports. It comes in off of a corner kick, essentially. We didn't clear it properly. It lands in the top of the box. Great one-time pass out, swing it in low and hard. We miss it, they put it in, and like that, we were down 1-0. There was another opportunity that we almost gave up, where we had it at half field, couldn't necessarily make the right play on it, caught in a 2v1. Again, Jack Hakovich coming up big with a huge save. Here's another opportunity for the Imports. Again, they were pouring it on. Off of a corner, ball's deflected, falls at the wrong player's feet, and he just misses the net. As the first half comes to a close, here we take it down to the sideline to take a listen at what the boys were talking about as they tried to recalibrate for the second half.
There'll be a space in the other guy. Just have a forward check to. So like Derek and the other players. Yeah. Also opens up the outside backs.
How do you know Bootin Boots?
Oh man, I'm a big fan for years. Honestly, some of the nicest gentlemen ever to walk this green grass. A lot of people don't know this, but Peter Pasolino voted most athletic Lake Forest High School 2013. He's on the team, so I just come out for the stars, you know, big players.
Second half, the Boots took it to the Imports. We knew that we needed to establish ourselves in order to push them back a little bit and relieve some of the pressure. So we found balls into the corner and swung them through the middle. Unfortunately, this one went straight to the keeper, so it didn't do much. Some nifty footwork in the box helps the Boots get on the board, thanks to Andres, our super sub. And we continued the pressure here with a rocket from Carl that is mishandled by the goalie. Unfortunately, we couldn't sweep it in. Mikey, our guest player, helped to take on players in the corner and push the envelope, taking on guys where we could, trying to chip away at the deficit. But unfortunately, we just couldn't seem to get past them. We didn't have the energy to make it happen today.
Good game. Good game.
Good second half. Yeah, we played well tonight.
Good game, guys.
You just need 1-2 more guys.
Tough loss.
Bootin Boots played the undercover role today. We'll see him later in the season.
Better second half, but they were the better team today. 1-1 in the season.
I'm pretty gassed.
Fucking deceased.
I'm not gonna lie. We didn't have any subs, so that has me pretty burnt out. Playing center mid that entire game. However, the dude driving our car right now still has energy. He's trying to book it. He's trying to run. He wanted to run home. He wanted us to drive so he could follow us home.
We're getting boozed up instead.
Instead, we're gonna go get some alcohol, which will knock us out. Did you see the goal coming in your head?
You know, not necessarily, but I think regardless, I was going to get stuck the fuck in, and it just resulted in a tuck, I think, is what happened. So, you know, the team needed one, and we got one at least. They didn't keep a clean sheet, which is all we can ask for. They had like 5 subs, and, you know, we got stuck in. That's all that matters.
Stuck in are the buzzwords for the game.
We got stuck in. Second half, much better than the first. First half, very rough. Second half, much better than the first. And if we can carry that energy over to our next game of the season, I like our chances.
2 hours later.
Jones here, walking back from Corcoran's, where only me and Grammer got together, get some post-game commiserating drinks and burgers. Mood was a little low after that game. It was a pretty demoralizing, draining game, but at the same time we ended on a high note. I think we ended pretty strong, and we know like we can play these guys. We're very excited to challenge the imports again. Hey, look, it can't be a rivalry if we don't lose every once in a while, right? Take this one on the chin. We revitalize, we refresh, take a couple ice baths, and we gear up for next weekend, where we will play another good team in a relatively competitive league. But that's just another day in Bootin Boots Saturday Soccer. Take it easy, guys.